is we are going to the LA Times, finding a story and pulling 6 vocabulary words out of the story that we want to use, we want to learn. And so first we need to go to the LA Times. Yours will say computers instead of homeroom. And you go to links. And right here is the link to the LA Times. And you type in the username, which it tells you there is room 111, and the password is Fulton. And this just tells you how to use the site. And there's the toolbar here that you can learn how to navigate the pages, make them bigger so that you can read them, make it full screen. And this is the one to archive. I'll go back to old editions, prior dates, and bookmarks, print, which you're not going to be doing, create a clipping. I haven't seen that one. That's similar to what we're doing anyway. And this is for sections. All right, so I'm going to go over to a story. I'm just picking one. Pick something you're interested in. And once you get to the story, you click on the story and it highlights it. And then you go here to copy the article. Now, some of the computers will just automatically make your copy for you. And then some of them say you need to do Command C on a Mac. So you hit Command C all at once and it saved a copy. Now I can go into Microsoft Word and create and just paste. Go right here and just paste. Where's the paste menu? Oh, right here. Paste. And the story, then you want to make this the title in all caps. Make it bigger. And put it in bold and underline it. Above the title, you want to put the source of the story, which in this case is LA Times, and the date that you got it, but that doesn't need to be in bolded caps. And then above that, put your name and period number. And make that align to the top right. So you have your name in the top right, the source of your story, and the title of the story. The author's there if you need to see it referenced. Now, this is a story, this is a clipping. They call it clipping because when you had paper newspapers, you'd cut them out and clip it. And so now you would just save this as a PDF. If you're going to save the story and turn it in, which you may have to with some of these assignments, give it a name, save it to your desktop, and obviously save it as a PDF. That's what you're going to turn in if you need to. Now, what I want you to do is go through and find words that you don't know. 6 words. Pick a big story first, something interesting, something that challenges you. And then find words that you don't know and underline them. And I'm going to close this and show you the one I've already done. And here it is. It's the same story. I've underlined 6 words that I didn't know before. And pick big words, words that you can learn from and grow from. And then you're going to take those stories and you're going to create something like this. This is what you're going to be doing 4 or 5 of these this semester to turn in. And they're called news vocabulary, where you're just pulling 6 words out of a story and defining them. That's all you're doing. And so at the very top, you're going to put the title of the story in bold, and then above it, where you got it, and your name and period, just at the top on the right, just like you did over here pretty much. And then you're going to do a bullet list, and you're going to type the 6 words from the list. You're going to actually pull the whole sentence. So you pull the whole sentence that it's in, so you get the context. So you see that it looked like a fine book, but not that subtitle vexed me. It looked like a fine book, but the subtitle vexed me. So I got the whole sentence for that word. And then you go to a dictionary, an online dictionary for each one of them, and you find the definition of the word. I use dictionary.com. And you're going to type in the word. What happened here? This is a compatibility problem. All right, it's not letting me use dictionary.com because I'm not using the same browser, the same user as you guys are using. So I'm going to go to Google Dictionary. This is what we call being resourceful. Here we'll go to the Cambridge Dictionary. And so we're going to type in the word vexed. And that's how you use a dictionary. And it gives you the definition, troubling and difficult. And sometimes it gives you more than one definition. And then you have to look up, you have to decide which definition fits the sentence. And for the screenshot assignment, just take a screenshot of a word in the dictionary and make sure you show me which dictionary you used. So that's a simple assignment. But here, so you get the definition, and then you're going to put that definition into right here, irritated and annoyed. And you put the word definition there and the word in red, highlighted in red and bold. And then the whole definition in italics. Notice that that's italics. And how do you do italics? Italics is right there. Bold is right there. There's the color toolbars. So all the tools you need to do that are right there. And here's the part you're going to find that's challenging. It's the bullet list. Right-click bullet numbering. And then you tell it you want it numbered. And what I have discovered, which is really cool, is that anytime you mess up a numbering, if you just play around with it, and if you just right-click and say you want to resume the numbering, it will resume the numbering. It might start with 4, 5, 6. If you've already had 1, 2, 3 and it gets off and you need to go back to your numbering, just come back to this menu and click on it again, and it usually will find where you left off and resume that numbering. And it's right here on the right-click menu is for the numbering. So there's no reason you can't learn how to use that bulletin tool to get your numbers to line up perfectly. So that's your challenge, is learning how to use the bulletin tool to get your numbers to line up. So this is very simple. You do 6 words, each worth 10 points. Each of these is worth 60 points all total. Like I said, there'll be 4 to 5 of them for the semester. Once you're done with the story, you turn this in as a PDF. You do not have to turn in the story. At least right now, I'm not making you turn in the story. And it's that simple. And we are done.